Sheryl Crow, and all I want to do is, what do you just want to do, Cheryl? Go on, tell us. Come on, spill the beans, please do. Right, you are tuned into AFM Radio. This is your Shake Up and Wake Up, a breakfast show with me, Brent Meder. Yeah, the greatest way to start your day. And this morning in the studio, we have a dynamic duo. No, it's not Batman and Robin, okay? But it is Kruger and Tutu. And I have in the studio with me, or have on the line at the moment, Matt Kruger and Warren Tutu to have a chat to us and to share their brand new song which is dropping right now. So good morning, guys. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Warren.
I am Batman. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, yes, indeed. Great to have you in here. Right, you are a South African.
Thank you.
You are a South African acoustic pop rock duo with a brand new single, Someone to Hold, which we'll be spinning very, very shortly. But yes, then, guys, who takes longer to get ready for a gig? I've been listening to you guys this morning, and I can imagine it would take a hang of a long time for you to get on stage.
Without a doubt, it's Warren. Like, I always end up waiting for him because the man's got he's got this thing with the hair, you know. He looks like, is it Coolio back in the day? And there's trimming involved there every time. And I'm going like, Warren, we got to get on set. And he's like, I'm coming. No, sir. There's an advantage to having short hair, Warren.
I'm not going to argue with that. I do take the longest.
But Warren, it is worth it, eh?
It is so worth it. Oh, so worth it.
For sure. Because with me, all that happens is I just get a whim, dit was mooi. Like with him, they come and they say, please sign my forearm or sign my head or something, you know?
Okay,
so it's worth it, you know.
It is worth it. Sounds like it, eh? Guys, for our listeners who are hearing you for the first time, go on, tell us, who are Kruger and Tutu?
Okay, so look, we're a duo, and we like referring to ourselves as a multi-generational, multicultural, and multilingual duo, according to ChatGPT, apparently. Because the thing is,
do you believe everything ChatGPT tells you?
Well, we were looking for an opinion as to how to describe ourselves, and it's amazing. It kind of came up with a very flattering description. And so we thought, okay, well, we're just going to run with this. This is cool. Anyway, so look, we sing in 3 languages. I'm half French, half South African. Actually, I'm South African, but I had a French dad, and I've got like a properly Afrikaans mother, like Afrikaans. You know what I mean? And so I grew up watching these. Yeah, and I grew up watching my Afrikaans mother, sort of grapple and wrestle and dominate my French father. Because the French, they've got like 20 words for everything. And in Afrikaans, you can say 20 things with one word. And it's kind of, watching that salad mix in, and then you grow up like that. So I was in school, and it was civvies and long hair and, very sort of democratic liberal system. And then we moved to South Africa, and I came to Paul Rus in Stellenbosch, and suddenly it's short hair, it's uniforms, and it's pak sla. I was getting visiting the headmaster's office every second day. So it was a big culture shock. But I love being able to see how beautiful South Africans and South African culture is. Yeah, and one of the things that brought us together, hey Warren, was sport, wasn't it?
Yes, it was parkour, the sport where you jump in between buildings. I met Matt on the beach this day, so randomly, and I recognized him from Facebook. I sent him a message 2 years ago and he did not reply, but I understand why. And I joined him that day, and he asked me to coach for your art. And then he asked me one day, but what else do you do? And I told him, look, my first love is music. And he was like, no way, because that's my first love,
Whoa.
And then I think in that same week, we had a jam session, and from there, it just never stopped.
Yeah, but let's talk about that jam session, because we got there, and I'm all like, Nirvana and Pearl Jam and Guns N' Roses and Eagles.
Mr. Rock and roll.
And Warren rocks up like Lionel Richie, Michael Jackson, Bruno Mars. Yeah. So it's these, and that's what we say about being multicultural as well in the music is, we very soon found that, wow, there's a sweet spot there somewhere. And if you think of a band like Red Hot Chili Peppers, it was way back in the day, they kind of brought old school Motown funk into the grunge era by really sort of like sounding very different at the time to some of the other sort of traditional grunge bands. And I think the same things happened with us. Our vibe is somewhere between Imagine Dragons, Maroon 5, OneRepublic, Mumford Sons. Yeah, like we're mixing it around in there. And then if you can just add French, because we sing in French, and then Afrikaans, we gooi the Afrikaans. And then obviously the English, which which is this track that's doing really well, it seems, in South Africa. So we like quite amped as well.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm loving the story, from pop to pop rock. That's quite the leap, literally.
The first 6 months, we didn't even talk about.
Don't worry, my jokes get worse. They get worse, yeah.
Oh, no, I'm a dad as well, so I know the dad joke thing. I keep getting ripped for it. But anyway, so but parkour, I coached it, right? Because it's an extreme sport. There's beautiful things to be learned from it. And Warren came on board. He was very good from day one. I just recognized, wow, this guy, he can do all the moves. He does it safely. So I immediately enlisted him in teaching the kids. And then, about a year in, we realized that the music was taking over. So when we sat down and said, okay, let's write down a vision, then we just quit our other jobs and we decided, okay, no, this is something we're going to be doing with all of our energy, full time. We wrote down a proper vision. We said within the first 2 years, we want to have a record contract. We want to have a good sponsor. We want to play some big festivals. And then we want to set ourselves up over the next 10 years to win a Grammy or two. And it's really like, some people laugh at us and they go like, hey, but you're playing at the market and you're getting beer spilled on you and you guys are going to win a Grammy. And then we just do that whole Driekus du Plessis thing where we go like, jy weet nie wat ons weet nie. Hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie. Because if nobody's telling you you're the best, you got to tell yourself you're the best, and you got to remind yourself you've got something unique to give the world. And it's about finding this thing that makes you, and in the music as well, identity comes like a fingerprint or, like a retinal scan. It's once you hit it, once you find your own magic, it's undeniable and it sounds absolutely different. Even though there's similarities to lots of other great acts out there, for us, we feel like we're only beginning to really find our groove now, And like we were practicing this week on a new song and we were like just quite amazed at how complex and how sort of intense, the rise in level has gone up since we've just become really clear on what Kruger Tutu sounds like. Like I said, somewhere between Red Hot Chili Peppers meets Bruno Mars, meets, Imagine Dragons, meets OneRepublic, meets Maroon 5. And then out of that emerges a new and a very clear identity. And we're like super amped about it.
That sounds absolutely fantastic. And nothing wrong in aiming for the Grammys, by the way. It's a good target to aim for.
Tyler, baby.
No, we're going for it.
If Tyler can do it, we can do it.
All right. Just remember something. If you win a Grammy or you get nominated for a Grammy and you get flown out to the United States of America, you're going to have to invite me along to do an interview there live on the red carpet.
Oh, look, guy's setting himself up, Warren. He's like, okay, I'm seeing this thing now. Okay, we love it. Brent, awesome. We love that you're buying into the vision. And like, it's only a fuzzy dream until it becomes a reality, And that's the thing about a dream is it starts out as a seed. It doesn't start out as a giant tree. And I think a lot of people have that wrong concept about it because we live in an age where, everything must happen now. And if it doesn't happen now, you failed. You failed at it. And for us, we realized that, it's much better to make a real fan out of someone because they came to your show, they met you, they saw your music, they felt your energy. And then that's why we don't have like 5 million followers on Instagram. We've got like 1,000, but most of those people on there have actually met us or seen us somewhere. And to us, that's a real fan. That's someone that is actually following you. It's not just like a virtual, like, okay, I'll follow you for 2-3 days and then unfollow you because it's cool.
Yeah, it does take time.
They've actually heard our music,
Sorry, Warren, yes?
I said they've actually heard our music, so they are real followers.
Exactly, and people are going to hear your music now on AFM radio as well. And, talking about dreams, and the important thing about turning a dream into a goal is to take the first step. And it sounds like you guys have already done that.
Absolutely. And you know what? It's daunting and it's scary because you get a whole bunch of no's in the beginning and people look at you funny like, who are you again? I've never heard of you. Like, who are you guys? You know, and why are you so cocky and confident? you know, and, you know, I had to receive like so many no's because I'm the one who ends up knocking on the doors and saying, can we come and play at your festival? And they like completely ghost us or ignore us for the first like year. But then they, you know, my wife says the wheel that squeaks gets the oil. And boy, oh boy, was I squeaking because, you know, I'd be in the inbox like freaking 25 times, you know, and after a while I just wear them down, you know, and it was like, okay, you know, you hear that exasperated sigh and like, let's give these guys a chance. And then, you know, that was all we needed because that's all anyone ever wants who's serious about their dreams. They just want a shot at the title, you know, they just want to be able to be heard. And so for us, it's been amazing to see that momentum. And now we are the ones getting the calls. You know, like I don't have to work so crazy hard anymore to get gigs and stuff because people are calling us and they're going like, oh, well, we heard you here or we saw you there. Okay, cool. Let's do it. You know, it's a wonderful energy to have. Yeah.
Right, let's take another leap, shall we? And let's talk about this powerful new track of yours. What's the story behind Someone to Hold?
My friend, that's the pain of life. You know, like, you know, we all sit there sometimes late at night and you kind of wonder, what are you anchored to in this life? And, you know, and we feel that deep thing that makes us all human, which is we need to belong somewhere. We need to have a flag, you know, we need to have an anchor. And it's often found in the context of a deep, meaningful love relationship, you know? And that's why you get these marriages that last like 50 years or 40 years. It's because people really get to know each other and they become each other's whole sort of family vibe, you know? And but that all starts in the deep of the night when you're kind of sitting there going, you're doom scrolling on your phone. You know, we've all been there. You know, you're sitting on the phone and you just kind of, you know, and you're wondering. And that moment kind of inspired the song. But we wanted to make it vibey as well because, you know, it's not just all doom and gloom. The beautiful thing about having another breath left to take is that you've got another breath left to take, you know? So there's hope in this deal. And so the music kind of plays between the feeling, the need, but also, you know, the underpinning thing of like, don't you dare lose your hope. And, you know, someone to hold is a reality that can come your way. It's something that if you don't have it, you will have it. And if you do have it, be grateful that you've got it. It's awesome, you know?
Oh, love that, Matt. But I want to ask you a question. Between the two of you, what is your writing process for songs? Do you, one of you write it and one of you does a melody, or do you share it, or does one come up with the inspiration? You know, it's like the Beatles, you know, George Harrison and Ringo and George Harrison and John Lennon. They used
Warren,
to play.
You can answer.
Okay, Warren, answer that one, please.
Wait, sorry, can you repeat the question?
He's still waking up. I told him to, like, he doesn't drink coffee. You see, that's the thing. If you don't drink coffee, Warren, then you get to do interviews like this.
Okay.
Anyway, okay.
Warren, the question I was trying to get is the writing process. What is the writing process between the two of you? What's the dynamics there? Who contributes what, or do you share it equally?
Well, at the moment, I'm still learning. So Matt is helping me with my writing ability. So Matt is the actual writer in the group, in the duo, you know, and I'm of the music side. I'm not saying he doesn't do the music side.
He's very humble about this now. We call him Phil Collins in the band because he plays everything at the freaking same time, humiliating the rest of the band. Because we all sit there going like, he's playing the drums, the bass, the guitar, he's singing, then he walks over to the piano, and it's all like happening at the same time here. And it's like he smiles at you while he's doing it. So no, it's not nice, Warren, really.
but you know, I'm thinking you guided me along the line, because when you write the song, you have the whole idea and the plan for the song, and as well for the music and the melody. So I'm
getting better, Brew. I am getting better because I play upside down, right? So I don't know what the hang I'm doing. I'm like a white Jimi Hendrix, but that's not as good, basically. So yeah.
I'm actually impressed with your playing, really, really. Especially the last rehearsal we had. Those chords were amazing.
Dude, coming from you, that's a huge compliment. Thank you so much. I'm gonna be owning that and like really laying it at your door every time you come up with more of those impressive freaking Red Hot Chili Peppers licks that you do. Anyway, okay, so Brent, answering your question, he's a fantastic musician and he's also a burgeoning songwriter because Warren is like, he's a sponge, he looks at you and he takes the best of what you got and then he assimilates it and transforms it into his own thing. Whereas I'm more like your Bob Dylan, I sit there, I feel the thing intensely, I find the poetry in it, and then I add like 3 very basic chords to it. But it worked for Bob, so it's going to work for me.
Okay, guys, talking about this track, Someone to Hold, that has that big anthemic energy. Tell us about the sound and then we'll go and have a listen to it.
Awesome. So we really wanted to have people feel this thing, and so there's a lot of rhythm in it, and then there's the whole depth of emotion that you try and get from, when the lyric hits and the rhythm hits with it in a cool way. And then also we had Paul Peterson, who's a complete legend. This guy played with Johnny Clegg.
Oh, you're right. He's legendary, isn't he?
Oh, what a fantastic guitarist as well. And so he came on there and he made it sound like Brian May from Queen was on the record. It was like, oh my word, because he brought that sort of that real lead guitar energy to it, which we absolutely love. And so we feel very privileged that he was on there. And so you'll hear some of that coming through. So it's got big energy, but it's got a very deep feeling to it. And we really hope that your listeners are going to go like, oh yeah, man, I can relate to this. That's our true hope in this, yeah.
You also had a contribution from Sergio Trott, didn't you? On the piano.
Yes. Oh, Mr. Madonna.
Yes,
wow,
yes.
He's fantastic.
He's also amazing.
No, really, like he sits there and he goes like, you tell him, you can basically tell him what you want. He's almost like an AI.
I don't know if that's a compliment or insult.
No, it's a compliment because you sit there and you tell him like what you want, and then literally 30 seconds later he turns to the piano and he goes, okay, is it this? Da, 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 da. And you go like, what the hell? You just did that like out of nothing, out of nowhere. Okay. So no, we love working with Serge. He's an absolute star, and that man's going to win a bunch of SAMA still. I can see it in his future. He's producing some of the most amazing artists as well, including us.
So Sergio is
amazing.
Yeah. So Sergio is very much sounds very much like Elton John. I know Benny Taupin used to talk about, he used to give the lyrics to Elton. Elton used to look at it for about 30 seconds and say, okay, boom, and goes to his piano and boom, there the melody is straight away in his head. Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But except that Sergio's got all those tools. He adds the drums, he adds this, he adds that, and he goes and looks for the right sounds.
Ooh.
It's quite amazing to watch the man work here. So it's I wish I had all those skills. I'm just sitting there with a guitar and an attitude.
I'm wishing I could actually work with him. I really am. Right, let's go and have a listen to Someone to Hold. And, if you're listening to this and this is the first time you're actually hearing this song, we'd love to get your comments. So please, by all means, do send it through. Our studio WhatsApp is live.
Unless you feel it sucks. If you think it sucks, don't call.
I want your honest opinion, irrespective of what you feel. Our studio WhatsApp is 076-352-0685. Love to get your comments coming through, and hopefully I can get them through in time to give it feedback to the guys. Otherwise, I'll try and do it afterwards. Right, here it is, Kruger and Tutu and Someone to Hold.
Sometimes love is fit for recycling. Sometimes life don't make sense at all. And it don't matter if you're swiping left or right, if you're anchored in the night, if you're tethered or weathered by the storm. Ain't it funny how it goes? Sometimes try to hold on when we should be letting go. Yeah, we've all been there before. Don't we know it? Well, all we really want is someone to hold, someone to hold, someone to hold on to, someone to hold, someone to hold, someone to hold on to, someone to hold, someone to hold, someone to hold on to, someone to hold, someone to hold. Sometimes I'm tired of all the fighting. Sometimes I don't want to take your call, 'cause it don't matter when nothing feels like home. I'm just scrolling on my phone, feeling so alone. You don't wanna know. And ain't it funny how it goes? Sometimes when I try to hold on, it's when I should be letting go. Yeah, we've all been there before. Don't we know it, when all we really want is someone to hold, someone to hold, someone to hold on to, someone to hold, someone to hold, someone to hold on to, someone to hold, someone to hold, someone to hold on to, someone to hold, someone to hold. Someone to hold, someone to hold, someone to hold on to, someone to hold, someone to hold, someone to hold on to, someone to hold, someone to hold, someone to hold on to, someone to hold, someone to hold, someone to hold, someone to hold.
And there we have it, the brand new single from Kruger and Tutu, Someone to Hold. Right, guys, thank you. It was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you
you
for
so
playing
much.
it. It feels so so cool to actually hear our music on the radio. Hey, Warren?
Yeah, it's so much better than me just playing it in my car.
Yeah, me too.
I remember the story of the Beatles actually in their van. They were traveling and they heard their songs on the radio for the first time and they thought it was someone else. And then someone reminded them that you actually recorded this and you went to the studio and you played it. Oh, okay. It's pretty cool. Eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant, man.
Oh, guys. You do play live. Tell us some more about where are you playing live? What have you got planned? What have you got lined up?
So we're doing a really cool thing. We've taken Frank Sinatra, Old Blue Eyes and The Voice.
Yes,
And we're doing a whole big Frank Sinatra show where we wanted to take Frank Sinatra and bring him into the 90s era. Do you remember MTV Unplugged vibes? With
Yes.
the Eagles, Nirvana, they all did like an MTV Unplugged type of set. So we wanted to take that and see if we could push ourselves a little bit and really like make Frank Sinatra our own. And it's working, hey, Warren? It's working brilliantly. So there's loads of tickets sold already, but we're doing it at Lawrenceburg in the heart of the winter, in the cellar. Yeah, there's only 500 seats available. Half of them have been sold already, which is so cool. But it's just really, really cool because we've got a guy on sax. We've got a brilliant bass player. We've got Sergio that we talked about earlier. He's coming to join us on Grand Piano Vibes. And then we've got our friend Jacqueline Moses, who's an undiscovered talent of note. He's like I call him Black Frank because he's got that whole like amazing big voice. Oh wow! So no, he does songs like My Way and The Way You Look Tonight and My Funny Valentine and so yeah, we're just really excited about doing Frank Sinatra in a whole new way. I think there's the space is there for that. And then over and above that, we're trying to play as many of the big festivals as we can, but then also, your friendly neighborhood pub near you, because for us, it's about getting out there as much as possible. So,
as we can.
Yeah, because that's what growing is all about, is what the game's changed so much. It's no longer, you sell a CD like you did in the 90s. It's, or you sell an album. What you do is you go play live. And if you play live and people love your energy and love your vibe, then that's going to grow on you. And that's actually where most of the success nowadays lies with music, is the live performances, So for us, we're trying to refine that and trying to grow that into a place where if you come to one of our shows, we want you to walk away going like, wow, that was good, and that you interacted with us. So we play a lot with bands like Spoegwolf, who've got that same energy. I mean, I don't know if you've been to a Spoegwolf show. It is incredible. The dude ripped his shirt open and freaking crowd surfs. And it's like, like you feel like you've been at like a rally, like you're motivated after that. You want to go to war, and so it's just awesome. We've got that same, we try and have that same energy, but just with acoustic guitars and a little bit more elegance, I suppose. Yeah.
And if people want to follow you, how can they follow you, and how and your music? Where can they go stream and download your music?
Okay. It's super easy. It's like you think of the national park, Kruger National Park, and then you think of Archbishop Desmond Tutu, because we played with Desmond and the Tutus the other day.
Oh, really?
And we were joking with him. We told him, listen, guys, we've got a legit tutu. You don't have a legit tutu. Our tutu is legit because the Archbishop was Warren's grandfather's cousin. Hey, Warren? What? Yeah. So we've got a fully legit tutu. Your dad looks like the Arch. Have I told you that, Warren? Your dad looks, he looks just like him. Anyway, so cool. So it's easy. Kruger Tutu. You go on Spotify or wherever you listen to your music, you'll find us. You'll see us smoking over there. And we've got 17 songs in different languages on our first album, Afrikaans. We did. There's collabs on there. We did a collab with the South African Youth Choir, with up and coming South African Ed Sheeran, Liam Cover. Kudos, an amazing artist. He collabed with us on there. Lizzie Tyson, who was like a top 10 Australia The Voice finalist. She's amazing. She did one of our French songs with us.
Beautiful voice.
Yeah, wow. And then there's collabs.
Rex as well with his rapping.
Jerome Rex, who's like an early B, sort of like he's got that same vibe. And he came and did a rap for us as well. How cool is that? And we're very excited for people to go and listen to our music. There's lots more coming. So, Kruger Tutu, and then on socials, it's at Kruger and Tutu. National Park, Bishop. Just go find us.
Okay, that's simple enough way to do that one.
But if you really want to go help us and follow us, please go to Instagram. We'll even follow you back. There we go. Okay, guys. That's kind of where we need the help.
Matt, Warren, thank you very, very much for this interview. Thank you very much for that song. And I wish you all the very best. And remember, when you do get to the Grammys, drag me along with you, because we need to do interviews red carpet.
We'll have to book you a slot. We'll have to go like, no, okay, we're bringing a famous DJ from South Africa with us. Come on, he's got to be there.
Guys, thanks very, very much.
Thank you so much for having us.
No, you guys are welcome. So have a lekker day further, and I'm sure we'll chat again soon, one day, very, very soon, as we watch your rise and your growth as you go ahead in the music industry. Right, guys, this is...
Thank you so much, Ben.
Oh, most welcome. This is AFM Radio. This is your Shake Up and Wake Up breakfast show with me, Brent Meder.